Deathwatch.
Welcome to With a Whimper, a Savage Worlds adventure with Deathwatch Productions. I'm Brandon, the Game Master, and we'll rejoin our players in the midst of battle in the town of Desperation. So in last session, at the end, they had went to rescue the doctor whose adopted daughter had come bloodied, saying that her mother was in trouble. And so the players went there in the north part of town. And when they got close enough, they could see ferals attacking the doctor's home. And so that's where we'll pick it back up. But first, introduce our players.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm playing Ezekiel, the group's elven mage, ready to attack some more ferals.
And I'm playing Asher, the group's human decker, who's ready to save people from ferals. Because we're the group that saves.
I'm John playing Thordrum Longhog. I'm the group's dwarf.
I like how that's your class. It's like old school D&D where it was just elf or dwarf.
Okay.
And I occasionally use a drone.
So you guys are now within view, and you can see that there were 3 ferals banging on the door. Ezekiel, you had seen that there's some field that, some blue field that they seem to be hitting before they actually make contact with the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And so that had reminded you that a lot of people have said over the years that Dr. Tavares is like magic. She can heal anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's using some sort of, or somebody's using some sort of barrier spell. And there is one of these ferals that's sort of like leaning back against a barely standing structure across the little pathway or the street that's bigger. It has an actual sword, like a sword that would have been forged back in the old world. Anyway, that's what you guys see when you make your approach. It's still really dusty, so visibility is not that great. But does everybody have the map?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let me deal initiative here. And so that makes this. Okay. And then we'll start the combat.
Has anybody just asked these guys to please don't?
Calm down.
Ooh.
All right. Let me make sure everybody's got their bennies here.
I didn't use one last time. I don't think. That was a waste.
Did they see us yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that one that's leaning, he saw you, and he had shouted something in your direction.
Oh, there goes the pre-fight protect spell.
And
Do you have
Asher,
protect?
Uh-huh.
you get 1 extra, so 4, right?
Yeah, he gets 4.
Okay, you got them. And then the rest of you should have your 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now, while all this is happening, you're still hearing a lot of screaming from ferals and humans, or people, I should say, in all directions, and a lot of gunshots taking place as well. So clearly this is a much larger attack, but this is the section you guys are focused on here. But Thoradrim, you get to act first as far as you're concerned. So it's your action, so go for it.
All right.
Is there a...
I think he's just within that short range.
Not there. Modifier effects.
All right, that's a hit with a raise. 11 damage, so he is shaken. So he's got like leathers and bone armor on, and so you can see it impacts him. You're not seeing any blood yet, but you definitely hit him.
What is this stuff over to the left of us?
Which stuff?
Is that stuff?
Pause for a sec, John.
Did I put an arrow there?
Oh, looks like rocks or something. But I guess it could be houses.
Lay down. Behave yourself.
I'll go take some cover.
Okay. So, yeah, so what you're pointing out there, that's like, there's like the remnants of structures like old shacks or outhouses, that sort of thing. That's what that is. That one's like an old outhouse or something.
Can I get cover behind it?
You can get concealment. You can tell that bullets would definitely pass through it, no problem, but you can definitely get concealment. Okay, so you're going to move there. So, yeah, you fire your shotgun, you hit him, and then you move there. And then Ezekiel, that brings us to you next.
All right. I'm going to figure spellcasting works on line of sight. Can I see Thoradrim still? Or do I need to move a little bit?
Yeah, you can see him.
All right. I'm going to cast Protection. I'm going to get a -2 because I'm going to cast it on Thoradrim and as Asher as well.
Okay.
And this will give +2 to armor for 5 turns. I believe it's +4 on a raise. So
okay.
It's -2. I'm going to Benny that. I will Benny as need be on this one. Come on. There we go. So +4 armor to all 3 of us for 5 turns.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, let me get that.
Oh, wait. It's still a raise, but it should be an 11, not 13. The -2 went away.
Yeah, that's still with the raise. So now this is
Protection. And I'm using the additional property of +1 or -1 in this case to affect additional targets at a cost of 1 power point, which is target number in our case.
Okay. All right, so let me get some
And I looked to see if
armor applied here.
Yeah, I guess it might be under armor. I looked to see if it had the protection spell, but it didn't have. It does have an armor one though.
Yeah, we've got an armor effect.
And so that looks like I don't think the armor has anything real visible to it, except maybe when they're hit, we could do something light. But it's just me praying to the Jesus man.
Yeah.
Jesus man, protect me and my companions. And they might feel something or see something for a second, but then it just disappears. Asher can look at me weird for suddenly
What is it?
Conforming to religion and Ezekiel, despite your name, I never expected this out of you.
I just imagine it like Sunday worship. So you're hopping up and down and singing.
Well,
Hallelujah.
I haven't quite decided if Ezekiel thinks his magic depends on Bible stuff. I think he knows it doesn't, but I think he's trying to keep it from getting burned at the stake,
right?
Type of thing. So he's going to have the trappings all be based around.
You wouldn't burn a super Christian person,
Yeah,
would you?
I'm performing miracles in the name of the Jesus man.
And you put it on all 3 of you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there is an armor effect, but I'm not
Sure, if it
able to see how much it is, if it's going to do the 2 or the 4, so we'll have to pay attention as we go.
Okay, and that's for 5 turns. I don't know if it factored that in.
Okay.
But
Okay.
so go my tanks.
All right, Asher, that brings us to you.
I'll look through my ring pop sight at this closest feral who is 10 away, and take aim, and I will be ready to sick Lobo on one of them if they come engage in melee with any of us. I'll send Lobo out,
Okay.
and that's me.
So you're moving.
I'm not moving.
What are you pointing at? Who made this pointer?
I don't think that's a pointer. I think that's just my targeting thing.
Oh, okay. So what are you?
Is it there for everybody?
No.
What are you doing specifically?
Taking aim,
Okay, you're gonna do that. All
looking
right.
through my ring pop sight.
Okay.
Sick sight, dude. Red dot.
It's a ring pop ring with a piece of plastic with a little dot
Yeah.
in the center for you. Some high vis dot. It'd probably work.
Yeah. And to clarify, I guess I'm Lobo's delaying.
Mm.
How does that work precisely? We
yeah.
did it a while back.
Yeah, you just say he's holding.
Okay. Holding his action for
Yeah.
melee attack from one of these.
Yeah.
So I was like, Lobo guard or whatever I say. Did he only respond to German commands?
No.
I'm getting a mental image. You know how some guys will, in the movies, will like lick their
Yeah.
thumb and touch the site?
Yeah.
You do that to your ring pop and smear off your dot on your reticle.
No.
Not again. Now I got to find where the center is.
There was that Land of the Dead where the guy do that. He'd lick his thumb and put it at the end of his barrel for some reason. I guess to put a little extra lubrication for the bullet.
Uh-oh. We got something coming our way.
Okay. All right. So this one, it's his turn. This one darts over here to where Thoradrim is hiding behind this old outhouse, and he'll attack you, Thoradrim, with his sword.
Does my hold trigger after their action completes?
You can trigger it at any time, I believe.
Yeah, you trigger it when you want to,
Yeah.
anytime.
As soon as Lobo sees that, his ears will perk up and he'll dart up to help out. You can.
Yeah, so he would go. So Lobo goes over there and will do his attack first.
Okay. All right. Is he targeting? We got Lobo. Doesn't look like it. There we go.
Oh, shit. Is that a different description, or did I read the first description wrong?
That's a hit with a raise. Lobo gets on that.
Okay.
Some shaking. What's up?
No. Finish your action. I got a correction to issue for Brain.
Okay.
Or that I did. So.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so Lobo bites into that guy, and it does make him shaken.
Okay, and that ends his held action.
All right. So with a raise, it's still 2 points of armor. That's why you can't see the number. It's always 2 points. On a raise, it's applied to toughness instead.
Oh, okay.
So it's 2 points to our toughness because I got a raise out of it. I don't know what's better on that, but
So will we roll to resist wounds or whatever?
It's just 2 points to toughness or 4?
2. It's 2 either way. It's just one's to armor, and then on the raise, it goes to toughness instead. So it's one or the other.
Okay, let me straighten that out then.
So sorry about that. I don't know where I got I guess I just stopped reading after on a raise or something like that.
That shouldn't be a surprise. I think that's at least how I learned rules initially.
Mm-hmm.
Read the headline.
Well, I think there's also some like weird, because I don't know what the difference between armor and toughness really is yet, where I just kind of ignore. Why would you want one or the other? Why would you
Right.
kind of complicate a spell like that? Just double the effect on one. So I just stopped reading like an idiot. But yeah, I was scrolling through the actual spell book when I saw that, because there needs to be something better than bolt. I need. It's only 2d6, 3d6 on a raise. This isn't going to cut it against higher armors.
Can you call shot your bolt?
I don't think so. I don't really.
Because if you do, if it can be at their head, it gets +4 to its damage. Or you can hit an unarmored spot if they're armored with the called shot. That was being the tactic I'm trying to employ with Asher, because I'm in the same sort of boat with my ranged attacks, where I think yours is even better because mine's just 2d6. How much did you say yours was?
2d6, with 3d6 on a raise, but you just need to get something with rate of fire,
Yeah.
and then you can up that.
I have it. I'm afraid to use it, though.
I mean, I use it essentially with multi
Right.
action for bolt. It works fine. It's just that it technically is better if it had rate of fire, because then it's actually changing the dice number.
Okay, so when that guy runs up to attack Thoradrim, Lobo darts forward and bites into him, and it's enough that it shakes him, and so he's not able to attack Thoradrim. And then let's see, it's her turn, and so they'll continue attacking this wall for now, and they do that by. All right, so at least one of them busts its hands through that barrier and the wall, and is now starting to tear chunks of the wall out to make a hole big enough for him. And this one is not successful. Neither is that one. But one of them's got its arms through there now. And now we're on to the next turn.
Round 3.
All right. You see a female feral come darting up here, and she's behind this what you assume to be as their leader, and she is going to throw. She's got like a whole sack full of, or a quiver full of, like javelins, and she's going to throw one at Lobo there. Yeah, and you can tell, when these, like, at all times, these people they're screaming bloody murder, just the utmost hatred you can possibly imagine, and their faces twisted up with rage, and spit's flying. So she comes darting up, and she'll throw a javelin at him.
Again, I gotta wonder what their tribal life is like. Does the dad feral come home, bash the mom's head into the wall and say our boy's acting weird? And it's because he's reading quietly in a room somewhere or something.
She does hit him, but it bounces off harmlessly. You see another one come around this side up to here, and she will throw a javelin, 3, 6, 12, at Asher. But she misses him, but another one runs up beside her, and she's also going to throw one at Lobo. It's the first one she sees. It's a hit, but not enough to do any damage, so they're not enough to puncture his skin. And then Thoradrim, that brings us to you.
Whole spear just disappears. Oh, it's it was Lobo. I thought it was Thoradrim. Just disappears into the beard.
All right, I'm gonna shoot this one that's standing next to me first.
Nice.
That's a hit with a raise.
Mm.
And
use a Benny to reroll that damage.
okay. Yeah, so that's enough to kill him. So basically blow him in half with your shotgun.
I think this would be the right game setting to try to get him a quad barrel. Good old phantasm.
So he dies with a scream, and then are you doing any movement?
Yeah, I'll move up right next to this feral, and I'll scream in her face. That way she feels unthreatened and just goes home.
Start a family.
Not seeing your movement come through.
It shows that I moved 2. Does that work?
There we go. Okay. All right, so that's Thoradrim, and then...
Feral witch.
Yeah. So you see this one, and she's dressed in the same sorts of clothes, but she's got all different kinds of animal skulls, bird and rodent skulls hanging from her clothes and from her staff, and her hair is almost to her feet. And she seems disfigured on the face too, but apparently she can see you. But she's doing some odd hand movements, and basically she'll do essentially fireball centered on Ezekiel and Asher.
Blast.
Yeah. All right. So that, let me make sure there's no defensive bonuses. Place the template. Rolls spell casting. If it fails, there's a chance it'll land somewhere else.
I don't know if you wanted that to happen, but that template that she's using has been out there. I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Just in case you were wanting that to be secret.
No,
Okay.
I'm just... Okay, so then... Yeah, so she didn't get the spell casting. Let's determine how it deviates here. 6. Essentially over this, the end of this long building. So this fireball comes, shooting out of her hand, but it goes wide of view and slams into this building. And, there's a big explosion, but not a concussive force to speak of, really. And most of the building is metal, so nothing really catches fire. But it is, it's pretty horrific to see fireball racing through the air towards you. But for whatever reason, it doesn't hit you. But that's her turn.
I figure she, the way she lobbed it, she hooked it or something, right? Because she's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. She's wild and she's dancing around, and so she just sort of throws it, but ends up throwing it the way that an old woman would throw, like a baseball or something. And so that's her turn. But then Then this one, and he's got his arms through there, and so that barrier's gone because once it's broken, it's broken. And she hasn't had a chance to, remake it. So let's see if he can get. So now you guys who can see that down at the end, there's he's in that room now up to his waist. So you can just see the back half of him still outside of the building, but he's crawling his way through there and making that hole wider, which makes it easier for these other ones. But that one's not doing very well. And neither is that one. Okay. And then, Asher, that brings us to you.
So I have to follow ancient wisdom to geek the old woman first.
It's the mage, Asher.
Oh, dang. I will call a shot on her head. They're not armored, are they? Otherwise, else I'll go for unarmored location.
The head's not armored.
So head.
Yeah.
And if I'm reading it right, take aim basically soaks the called shot negative because it'll do up to -6 and penalties to the shot.
Yeah.
So see how we do. Targeting her. Check yes.
Okay.
That's a hit.
All right. And so that adds 4 to the damage roll.
There we go.
2 at 7 plus 3 is... So it has a -1 for being a pipe weapon. Is that
Yeah.
what factored into it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what Asher has done.
All right. So yeah, you take aim at her head and you fire and you hit her in the head and you can see, some brains splatter behind her and she falls to the ground dead. And anything else for you?
Nope. Well, yell at Lobo, like there. I think Thordrum's got it. So basically, divert him to the 2 female pharaohs that were lobbing javelins at us.
All
So
right. Well, it's his turn now. So
he'll move like that, and chomp. Use a Benny on his behalf. I don't think I targeted it anyways. Okay, let's try that again. Dang.
Another Benny.
Keep burning them.
You got 4. Greed. Greed disgusts me, Travis. I didn't even make the character.
that's a hit. Finally.
Yeah. Come on, get some good damage there. Well, what can he do?
All right. So yeah. So Lobo darts over there and bites into her, and she's definitely shaken.
And that'll be it for us.
And then Ezekiel, that brings us to you.
All right. I'm going to target one of the pharaohs trying to bust through the door, but not the one busting through the door. I'm going to -2 to my attack to increase my damage to do base 3d6.
Okay.
4d6 on a raise. -2. Benny that. -2. Come on. Benny that. Dang it, what the heck's going on here? -2. Come on. No, just wasn't meant to be, it looks like.
Okay. So yeah, you're still new at this, so you're basically trying to call on the forces of the universe, and sometimes they just don't coalesce for
Slip
you.
through my fingers, yeah.
Jesus, man, why?
Then I'll move
Okay.
to cover right over there.
All right.
Yeah, cover. Oh, the villain's got a Benny. GM Bennies.
Yeah, I do get bennies. I don't use them unless the NPC is a wild card like you guys,
Right.
like the important ones.
I swear this game engine changes the rotate pointer and scale size button every time.
Probably it does. They're one of those quick updating companies, seems like.
Just to mess with me, they change it.
Right. Just that short break from Roll20, I went in there and they had all these new features. I was like, do I like these? I think so.
Not at first.
Right. That was pretty cool. Just kind of drag a handout onto the map and it becomes a pin with hover over information. So I'm sure it's probably a hit on performance, but
Yeah.
but it is pretty cool. So on my cork board, I can put the handout there and you guys it'll pop up like the full handout.
They need the ability to make certain tabs or whatever it's called, where you have your various, your cork board and then your maps,
Yeah.
accessible from the player.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I can go to it
Yeah, that is kind of an oversight.
Maybe they have, and I just haven't experimented with it or something.
I don't think so. I think the only way you could do that is you could be like, hey, can you put me back over on the cork board or something? Because I could move just you.
Yeah.
But you're only going to have the one screen.
I think maybe a way you could do it is have a player that is open to the entire party that remains on the cork board, and then we could click on them. I don't know how that would work, switch between the two, but...
Yeah, I did that for testing. I called him camera guy, but it was basically just another player so I could see what it looked like without... Because I think back then it was a little more difficult to see the player view of lighting.
All right, so this one who had broken halfway through the wall, something happened because he's been pushed back out, and now you can see he's banging on that blue field again. So something pushed him out, and somebody in there must have recast that barrier spell. So in rage, he's striking at it, and the others keep on striking at it with a single-minded purpose. Despite everything else that's happening, they're completely set on attacking this particular structure. Ezekiel, though, you move over to this cover, and you can you hear some screams, and over to the east, you can just see like a feral over there, and there's a couple of them. And they've got this woman down on the ground. You don't recognize her because the skin of her face has been peeled off, but she's screaming still, so she's still alive. But this one seems to be quite successfully attempting to pull her leg off.
Jeez. Well, it might be too late for her, but I'm kind of honor bound to try to help women and children, so I'll try to do that here. I'll do the same thing. I'll -2 from my attack to hopefully... I'm out of bennies too, by the way. To hopefully deal more damage. And which one's actually... I guess they both are, so which one's got a hold of the leg?
The male does, the one on the right.
Okay, yeah, so we'll sling this spell against him. Oh, -2, but it doesn't matter, it's a miss.
Okay.
And I'll call out saying, we got more on this side, Ash. Or, got more. And I'll point.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, so you missed with the spell, and then now it's this one's turn. And this one in front of you, Thordrim, she's going to attack you, obviously, using her little hand axe that they carry.
What turn are we? Yeah, because my power looks like a lightning bolt. I figure anytime I miss, it catches something else and goes to ground. So he just got lucky, essentially. It arced to something else. And
yeah, there's plenty of metal around for it, too. So so she hits you with her hand axe, but not enough to do any damage to you.
Dunk.
You know, your leathers are too thick. But this one will charge at you, Asher.
Okay.
With her hand axe, screaming bloody murder the whole way. But she misses. She trips and she falls at the ground at your feet. So she's going to be vulnerable. And then, let's see, that one. Which one is that? The one Lobo was attacking. She's not able to become unshaken. And Thoradrim, that brings us to you.
As I seem to have gained a new weapon. I've got an M1
that's
A2. What is that?
You found that in your father's storage box at the session you weren't here, the one before last time.
Okay.
That's one of the things you found in your father's storage box after he was abducted. You found that he had hidden one of those in the floor, and that's one of the things that was in there.
That's why I was making the joke that the one time you weren't here, you actually went to your house and pulled out your secret stash of
found
where your weapon
cool.
was. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna What is it to reload?
I think for you it's one action, or action, right?
One action.
Yeah, an
then
action.
I can still shoot.
Yeah, you would multi-action it so you'd get a -2, or because you fire both your barrels at once with whatever penalties. So it'd be a -2 on top of whatever your standard penalties are.
All right, so I'll reload that shotgun and then shoot her. Grin while I do it.
Yeah.
Benny that.
Okay.
And
That's a hit. All right. That's enough to blow her in half.
And then realizing that I've been carrying this rifle around is all...
Hang on. We did something wrong here. Did you have yourself targeted?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you did.
I just imagine.
I think I had both of us targeted.
He shoots her first, and then he's like, "Oh, this world ain't worth living in, eh?" She was the beautiful, the prettiest thing I ever saw.
I've got a very unique shotgun. One barrel points at them, the other one curves back at me.
He was just trying to alleviate his cold symptoms.
Gotta ventilate.
Stands to
this.
reason. If you got a lot of congestion, you put a bunch of shot through there.
Don't
Open her
worry,
up.
it's only birdshot.
Right.
So
Yeah, so that easily kills that one, blows her midsection completely out. And then were you going to go somewhere?
Come around this outhouse. Up to there.
Okay. All right. And Asher, that brings us to you.
All right, I'll switch out for my machete and do a wild attack.
Okay.
Craig
As you're,
taught me this.
As you're getting set to do that attack, you do happen to notice out of the corner of your eye, a child comes running from down here, from around this building, and he's running towards you.
no, go the other
This is
way.
a feral child.
No, it's a child of desperation, but he's bleeding and he's limping, and he's being followed by
Can't do nothing for you.
one
son.
of these ferals.
Okay.
I picture that scene in Scary Movie 2, like, oh no, that white bitch bringing that skeleton right on me.
Well, I'll shout out a rejoinder to Zeke telling me there was some trouble his way, and I'll be like, yeah, there's more coming this way too.
Are you telling me I should bolt the child?
It would, maybe if the feral has a target before us, it'll go off in that direction.
Anyway, your turn. What do you do?
All right. Yeah, so I'll call out to that child to keep coming this way fast as you can and do this wild attack on the one in front of me.
Okay.
Run, boy.
Which gives me a +2 to the roll and a +2 to the damage. And then Lobo will continue to chainsaw up to the north.
What are you wild attacking with? Your machete?
Machete, yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you take a giant overhand swing and it thunks into this woman and basically, like, mostly severs her head. And so she drops to the ground dead.
Down with your hierarchy. And then I'll... your feral hierarchy.
Feral capitalism.
And then Lobo, as I said, will continue to assault this feral that I think he's still female feral 3.
Yeah.
Come on, Lobo.
Hmm?
Yeah, it's a hit.
Nom nom.
And he does some pretty serious damage to her as well. Basically takes her throat out, so she dies.
So
shaking.
I can move still, though, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have Asher
It's one of those where I actually like.
try to block, like he'll run up to that feral in between the kid and
Okay.
and I'll be like, hey, look at me.
All right. Yeah. So Asher is going to be heroic, and that one will give you the opportunity to defend the child by attacking you.
Well, I didn't think this through.
But that's what I like about this system, that we're still thinking like in D&D
Yeah,
terms.
it is so ingrained that I am always like, oh, dang, I should have moved.
Yeah. I think even Shadowrun's kind of like this too in the modern era.
Yeah.
But, the effort of trying to change targets and swing at you is too much, and he falls to the ground.
Vulnerable, though.
Well, he got a critical failure, so he'll fall to the ground.
I was lucky.
No way, you got toughness buff too.
That's true.
For now. We're getting close. I'm going to have to cast it again out of bennies, so that probably ain't going to happen the way I've been rolling. Hey, Game Master, you got any more of them bennies? I could really use one.
We only draw aces when I'm full up on bennies.
Mm.
Well, I guess we just get more in that case, don't we? Or is there a max?
I think there's temp over. Yeah.
All right, and that brings us to the child. The child will keep running over to here. And then this one will keep attacking this woman. Yeah, that's it for that woman. So she just, with a nice solid thunk, lops her head off with her hand axe. And then kneels down and starts grabbing parts to eat. So...
Well, that takes care of my honor problem. Maybe I go back to saving the doctor, let them feast for a bit.
And that brings us to the next round. And I get
did
more
what you could.
bennies because someone got a joker. So this one is going to stand up. The one that fell down attacking you, Asher. He's going to get up and attack you.
Can't remember how long the state of vulnerability lasts. Is it till I act again?
Your next turn, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm still
Does standing up provoke?
in that state.
I don't think it does in this.
Everyone's trained in, what was it, kip up or whatever it was in Shadowrun? Made me mad that you had to become like a ninja or something to get that in D&D.
Yeah.
Come on, it's what was it, athletics or it's athletics in Shadowrun. It was a acrobatics check. Just make it a high acrobatics check without the feet or something.
Yeah, standing up from prone, only thing it really does is reduce your total pace for the turn by 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's my next turn.
So he swings at you. It's a hit and enough to do some damage, it looks like. So that would be a wound.
What is my recourse again? I forget.
So
Been so long since I got hit.
So what you can do is, before damage is applied, you can make a soak roll. Let's see. Let me get this.
Was it a toughness roll?
It was a vigor.
Mm.
All right. So after rolling damage, but before applying the wounds, you may spend a benny to make a soak roll, which is a vigor check.
We'll do it.
And each success and raise reduces the number of wounds suffered from that attack by 1.
What's the target number? Just 4?
Yep.
So it reduces it by...
By 1. So it reduces the wound.
And I got 1 wound?
Yeah. So let me see if this will work. No, that didn't. But you get rid of the wound, and so now you're just shaken.
Okay.
So that's his attack on you. And Ezekiel, that brings us to you.
All right, I'm going to move, and then I'm going to start slinging spells back up the direction of the ferals by the doctor.
Okay.
It's been working so well that I think I'll stop trying to increase the damage and just sling them normal here. So this is just going to be 1 spell at no penalty. Come on, there we go.
Now we're talking. So that's a hit.
All right. And crap damage. Or maybe not. Keep going.
18. That's nice. So who were you targeting?
Feral 3. Male feral 3.
Okay. So yeah, so this bolt hits that one. And let me try this.
Did it not auto do stuff?
Yeah.
Mm.
So that was hit with the raise and then the damage.
Was it with a raise?
Yeah.
There should be 1 more D6 then. You want me to throw
Well,
that?
if you want, but he's dead as hell. So
Okay. Yeah, we're fine then.
that basically just pops him like a mosquito from the waist up. And so now just like his legs are still standing there on that porch in front of that building.
I picture it being like just electrical sounds on the normal bolt, but anytime there's like a raise or I start doing the empowering stuff, it actually starts trying to make like thunder cracks.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds good to me. Okay, this one, he's going to continue trying to bust through here. And he does. He's able to shatter that barrier anyways. And now this one is not able to capitalize on that. And then in the room there, she'll try this again. And she's going to continue eating that woman.
I thought you were talking about the doctor for a second, just in her room.
This child will run right over here. And he's sort of huddled down, but he doesn't know what to do now. His wounds don't look serious, but he is bleeding.
Can I guide him more to the area, like, no, you know, where the thing's coming from, like next to me, to my left?
You can tell him.
Yeah, because that way I'm between him and the ferals on our right.
Yeah.
So I'll be like,
Yeah, you can tell him. He'll shuffle over here.
No.
Sorry.
I don't want to be near someone that stutters. You're weird, mister. Yeah, I was talking about the ferals on the east side. I'm worried about them eating and rushing this way.
Yeah. Asher, you're not able to remove your shaken, which means you can only move.
Or perform free actions.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll yell out, Lobo, I need some help. Lobo, help me.
Sick Lobo. He's going to eat the kid.
And Lobo's ears will prick up and he'll come darting down here. He'll make a run if he has to. It's a 9 as the crow flies, and his pace is 10, so if I have to...
No, it's no problem for him to get there.
Yeah, he'll run down here and bite this one.
Is that technically, was it allies in combat now? You're ganging up?
Does a shaken character count as a threat?
I guess not if you can only make free actions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Logically, that...
You're lucky there isn't a rogue in the party. You'd be coup de grace at this point.
I know, just even if he was my buddy.
Yeah. Sorry, I rarely get to do this.
That is a hit.
All right. Getting by
Oh, nice.
chainsaw.
Yeah, so he bites this guy's throat out.
Mm-hmm.
Easy as you please, and then he drops to the ground dead. And Thordrim brings us back to you. Now you've got the angle, so you can see where those two are attacking the wall. That she was able to get that spell up again because suddenly there was that blue field again that they were banging against, even though they had broken through it. But they're still attacking that wall there. They don't seem to notice you.
Okay. As I'll holster that shotgun on my back, and I'll pull out that rifle.
So you're talking about the M16?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way I'm doing that is you don't actually know how to use it.
Also, we were warned.
It's a spray and pray situation.
Like, the pipe weapons that have been made for you by your friends, they don't operate.
Do I not know how to load it? Is what?
You don't.
Oh, okay. Then
like
I will
you can
move up, and I will reload and fire my shotgun. Then.
Okay.
Basically out here using zip guns. This ain't got a clothespin. What the heck is...
It's all Benny that.
Okay.
Oh, it's been eating you from the bennies, yeah.
Oh.
No luck. So you go up and reload and fire, but the pellets don't have any effect on them. So you basically just pepper the wall. And that's the end of that round. Beginning of another. Asher, you get to go first.
Still shaking, though?
Still shaking. You can spend a Benny to get rid of shaking at any time.
Yeah, I got some distance to cover, though, so I think I'll stay fearful.
So what does toughness do? That we can discuss that after we're all done here. I'll try looking for it first.
So in somewhat of a panic, I'll start moving back towards Zeke. What's my pace? 5? Yeah, and I'll have Lobo in tow, but I'll kind of play it like I can't get more tactical than that this round. We're just trying to retreat back to somewhere that seems safe.
Yeah.
We'll call it there.
All right, so it just determines how much damage you need to do for the wound to take effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the damage has to, it's a threshold.
Yeah,
The
it's
damage,
like
yeah.
damage reduction is what toughness is, basically. Yeah. Okay. So I guess it's just as valuable. It's just once the damage over or exceeds it, you're kind of effed.
All right, Asher. So you and Lobo run up there next to Ezekiel. And Thorgrim, it's your turn now. And that toughness effect expired off of you,
Okay.
Asher.
That's all.
You still have yours, Asher's.
Yeah, it's at the end of this round.
Yeah.
No. Let's all reload and try again.
Okay.
Nope.
You just keep rolling fives.
I know. It's like a 5 and a 1 or a 5 and a 3 every time. Or 5 and 2. Because I can't seem to get that other one.
Yeah.
You're encumbered still.
Yeah.
Because he's got that M16 on him.
Yeah. Which is something I think I should check out, because technically I haven't gotten mine yet, but it's there.
I think our strength one helped us.
As I'm carrying 180 pounds of bullets? What is going on here?
You're crazy. It makes sense. The dwarf need to hoard.
Yeah, so I've got 90 bullets and they weigh 2 pounds each. That doesn't seem right to me.
Dude, you're shooting some slugs.
Dwarven shells.
Here, let me
It's like
figure out.
this big.
Yeah, because when I unequip it, then I'm not encumbered.
So 50 rounds weigh 2 pounds.
Let her in.
Okay. So yeah, you'll just need to unequip or uncarry,
Uncarry, yeah.
uncarry anything you're not carrying to get your.
Because then you would have rolled. You would have +2, right? Basically, because you got. Looks like he gets a +2 for the double shot, and then the -2 for the being encumbered.
Yeah,
Been a 7.
which would be hits.
Yeah, let's go on back some rounds. Poor John with your big shotgun shells.
The big M16
Oh,
bullets.
M16.
Yeah, he's just
Shells.
carrying them. They're like 50 cals. He's got a couple
He's
boxes.
trying to convince us that his field cannon was an M16. No, dude.
Well, we
Pretty
can't
sure
go
it's
back but we can go back to this last one.
one,
So
yeah.
go ahead and we'll
Yeah, no, that's fine.
go ahead and do damage, and then we'll apply it
Just
to.
lifts it up by the wheels.
Have you seen the 50 cal Derringers or whatever? It's like it's basically a giant pipe that you lock down. It's not even a Derringer. It's a 50 cal pistol.
Right.
All right.
There's a
So it's enough to shake him, anyway.
like a 45 or 4570 Derringer, because those are about like that. It's so stupid, so fun.
Just know it was some good.
So this one
throws coming with
continues
that
trying
idea.
to bash through that wall, but then the one that you hit is not able to unshake himself, so he's just sort of standing there. And then Ezekiel, that brings us to you.
All right, I'll target the next one in line. So male feral 2.
Okay.
And then I will try to bolt him again, or him. I'll -2 to try to up the damage. Nope. I need to stop doing that. Stop reaching for the sky. Stop having hope.
Well, the feeling that I get with the enemies we've been facing so far is that dealing damage over their toughness is pretty difficult to do, right? Because it seemed like
I either hit and pop them usually, or I miss.
that's true. The damage has been that way
Yeah.
because that exploding.
It's so you had a -2.
Yeah, because I was trying to up the damage.
So I'm seeing that each of your dice was a 4, but it gives us the total 2. It would have been 8 with the -2. It would have been 6. So something's
Well, I've been wondering about that for a while.
not
'cause
working
it's
here.
been reading like that, like this whole time, where the 2 dice aren't adding up. I figured they were just not supposed to.
Well, oh,
That's the spell. Oh, it is the damage.
Okay.
Too, isn't it?
But they are supposed to, aren't they?
Oh, the skill roll?
Yeah.
I think it just takes the higher of the two,
That's
right?
true. That's
Because if
true.
you look at every one
Yeah.
before, that's how it...
That's true. It does. Okay.
If they were supposed to add up, I'd be.
we'd all be like
Yeah.
walking through this Doom guy in it.
All right.
Next round.
Now all of our toughness bonuses are gone.
Okay.
So,
I wasn't acting very tough anyways.
yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
I don't know if the armor would have been better. It's why like an either or thing. I would have rather
Well,
just taken an increase.
Given average damage, I think the toughness would be better in the long run. What does armor do? Just reduce the damage?
I think
that
it's
you
your
take?
hit.
Yeah.
Right, 2 hit.
Oh, so it's like your parry kind of goes up?
Yeah, so like if you are a 6 and then I'd cast that, you'd need an 8 to get hit.
Yeah. I don't
Whereas the toughness might be better because usually the damage is like kind of reduced, but it explodes. So then you get.
Yeah. You'd have to look at the odds. I assume that they probably did, and it comes out better for toughness.
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring. Can't hit me if I'm invisible though, which is what I'll do next.
All is lost. Dink.
Thought you were going a different direction with that. I'll tell you where.
Oh, that's where. That's what Asher will say when you go invisible.
Let's see if I can type it out here. Hopefully I spelled that right.
Yeah, one of the benefits of toughness over armor is that there can be armor-piercing weapons.
Yeah, like I think my pipe rifle has armor penetration of 1 or whatever.
Yeah, like my bolts can get up to a -3, which might be actually more beneficial because it would lower the target number
Yeah.
significantly. But I want to hear the thunder roll.
Okay, so then, so that feral is not able to get rid of its shaken, but this one will still try to bash through that barrier to no effect so far. And then Ezekiel.
Oh yeah, that's right. We started a new round. Okay. Yeah, I'll try the same thing. I won't learn from my mistakes. I refuse to.
Okay.
So let's minus.
Perseverance.
You know, it'll happen, and when it does, it'll be spectacular, and then I'll definitely never look back. -2 for increased damage.
There you go.
There's a 4. Is that enough?
Let's see. Nope, it's a miss.
Son of a.
You've got spell shielding.
Come on, B. I got these cheeseburgers. Let me just.
Let's see that one.
Oh, yeah, that's what I should have done. I should have re-upped our. Oopsie.
So with a scream, this one comes tearing around the corner up to here to attack Ezekiel with his hand axe.
This is going to mess me up if it hits.
Uh,
Ooh, hit and raise? Dang.
yeah, but why? Why did it get that?
Gang up bonus.
Does the child count as a.
No.
Might.
Why is your parry so low?
Mm,
Half your fighting. Do you have a fighting skill?
No.
Okay, that's why. Okay. All right, so damage then.
good knowing you guys.
Don't worry, I'll unskilled first aid you.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gone.
Dang.
I'm really
Dang.
gone.
Yeah, 5 wounds. All right, so here you would need a soak roll,
Okay.
You got the bennies?
which is a vigor.
But I have to spend a Benny, right?
Yeah.
Don't got any.
Oh, okay.
Were we able to spend on behalf?
No.
Is it okay? I was going to ask if it would statistically make any sort of difference as well.
Well, let's find out what happens here. You have 3 wounds. You're incapacitated, and
I
we
should
roll.
have 5 wounds total. I can only go up to 3.
Yeah, that's
Is that what changes it to gritty damage, the
Yeah.
excess wounds?
so we roll on the injury table. You got it in the core, which is a guts injury, which will reduce your agility by a die type,
Oh, ouch.
assuming you survive,
Okay.
which we should hopefully assume. So we'll change your agility to a die type. That's a permanent change.
D4 now.
Brings it down to a D4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where are you?
Last time I ever do anything to help you guys, you're supposed to be my tanks.
Thoradrim you could accuse of such, not I.
Okay, so you're incapacitated, and then we'll see if you die in the coming rounds.
All right.
Asher, You are no longer shaken,
Okay.
so it's your turn.
Yeah, so, we'll see that happen. And
Yeah, so basically Ezekiel takes a hand axe right to his stomach and, he falls to the ground. He's not moving. He's trying to hold his guts in. By the amount of blood, it
doesn't look good.
it wouldn't be crazy to you if he was just already dead, but
Like, Zeke, Lobo, we got to get him. And
Now you sick Lobo on me?
kill Zeke, finish him. We'll charge up here. Clear my targets. And what? I cleared the targets, I thought. There we go. Yeah, so I'll do a wild attack, and Lobo will
Do Lobo attacks?
Lobo attack, wild chainsaw. So +2 for me.
Nice. How's it feel now, Feral?
okay.
And +2 to the damage as well.
Low damage.
That's all right.
So hit with a raise, and then he's shaken.
And then Lobo.
Lobo missed.
Benny. Are we getting a gang up bonus on this?
You should. You're both meleeing.
Well, so Asher, you're attacking. What were you using to attack?
Machete.
So yeah, you'd have to be here.
I think I had them both queued to move up.
Yeah, I didn't catch it. So Lobo. So yeah, you would get a gang up bonus, which is a +2. And let's see, Lobo got a 4 and he needs a 6. So yeah, that'd be a hit. So roll damage for Lobo.
Okay.
And I'll apply it. Oh yeah, Lobo got some good damage. So he tears out his throat. So Lobo has so far shown an incredible propensity for attacking throats, which is exactly what you would expect a well-trained attack dog to do. So,
well, he's the actual player character, not me.
so that one dies and falls down on top of Ezekiel, basically.
Now I'm feral infected if I survive.
And then for movement, I'll just kneel down by Zeke, so I'm ready to fumble with my first aid kit if that is going to be possible. But that'll be it for us.
Okay. Now, Thoradrim, you're over here. You do know that Zeke has fallen, but it's your turn.
Well, it's a good thing there's a doctor here.
Just got to get to her.
As I'll move up to here and then shotgun this guy.
All right.
He gets to do the...
It's a hit.
Oh, man. Is it the guy from Dusk Till Dawn's speech?
Right.
Get him.
And
One in my platoon. Start killing.
that's enough to kill that one.
There were chunks of feral all over my bayonet.
Basically blow that one's head off. And then that's the end of your turn. It's freezing up on me.
And I started blasting with my double barrel. Bits of feral brains rained down on me. Got my beard, but I couldn't stop. Just kept blasting.
All right, new round. All this noise brings this female feral tearing around the corner.
Give us a break.
I know you didn't eat enough human yet. Go back to the corpse.
Yeah, she's got blood and gore dripping from her mouth. And she's going to swing her hand axe into Lobo there. But she misses him. And Asher, that brings us to your turn.
Okay, so I went to help Zeke, but this charging, screaming feral lady drew my attention back, so I'll try to repeat the process. Another wild attack for me.
Okay, so here I'll throw you a bone.
Okay.
When a person is injured the way that Ezekiel was and they are
Is
incapacitated,
it going to make rolls each round?
one roll.
Okay, well, here's what I was thinking is it's unskilled for me, and so am I rolling a D4 with a -2? As I'm thinking I might just kill him in the attempt anyways with like a crit fail.
Right. So
So I don't, but that's probably the best chance.
you'd be
actually.
aiming for a 4,
Right. Which I can't get.
which is what he
Well,
Or
you would have to explode.
it would have to explode. Yeah.
Which is also what he's rolling for.
Yeah. And now at the beginning of his turn, this Fantasy Grounds will make a vigor roll for him.
All right. Well, we'll give him the best shot we can then. All right. So let me change the declare. I'll stay focused on Zeke. Lobo has his standing orders if I'm attacked or he does it on his own, as he's done when I first met him. So Lobo will attack, and I will try to do that healing roll to staunch the bleeding. Basically, it looks like what I'm doing right now. Not actually healing wounds, just stopping him from bleeding out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll see.
But you have a first aid kit.
Yes, which doesn't add anything, but it
Well,
doesn't.
We'll,
I think I have like a -2 additionally if I don't have that stuff.
we'll give it a +2 if you have a
Okay.
first aid kit.
All right. Well, let's see how Lobo does first.
Okay.
It's bound to be more
It's good.
successful.
No, here comes the criticals for Lobo.
What do you want to see first, Chris?
Nah, give me Lobo.
Okay.
If I'm gonna die, let me see a couple more ferals go first.
All right. Here's Lobo.
That's a hit.
Chainsaw.
It's enough to shake
Keep 'em
shake
off
her
my back.
anyway.
Okay. So I get a +2,
Yeah.
and I just roll this unskilled one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, got a 7.
You did it.
All right. So yeah, I pull that first aid kit out of my backpack and
Just stuff a roll of gauze into the wound.
yeah, probably put my hand into his guts to keep him from coming out. And now I'm like trying to make it more permanent.
Wrap your hand up in the wound.
All right. So the way that works is
I saved you, but there's a problem.
if you make a successful healing roll like you just did, then the patient is stabilized, so they're not bleeding out.
Right. He still needs all those wounds.
On
taken care of,
yeah,
right?
now that stuff is still there. On his turn, he's still incapacitated.
Is there a danger? Would I move him of any of that stuff?
I mean,
Because I know D&D or maybe Shadowrun had rules if you did
No.
vigorous type things.
Yeah, D&D.
no,
did,
I would play it.
but yeah,
If you toss him off of something, but
Reopen
dragging him down the street towards the
Yeah.
doctor, that's not going to do it.
Well, I figure that's probably all my turn,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, that's an action. You could still move if you want.
Well, I need to pick him up first. I don't know if picking up
Okay.
a heavy object counts as a full
well,
action.
you would have had to have declared it in your
Yeah.
action,
So
which would have given you a -2.
right.
All right, Thoradrim. This one that is left finally now seems to notice that other things are happening, and so it's now turned towards you, but it's your turn.
All right, I will shoot him.
Make them declare heads or tails first and flip a coin.
Well, I got to know
That's
what's
a hit.
riding on the toss first.
All right, so that's enough to drop that one. So you hit him full blast in the chest there with your shotgun, and that one is basically dead. It's still doing some screaming as it rolls on the ground, but
And I'll
basically
move up
dead.
to the barrier and call out to the doctor that we need your help, as we've got a man down.
She knows who I am, probably. Zeke's
Yep.
down.
Ask her where the doctor's at.
Nah.
Where's the doctor at?
All right, well, and it's her turn next, so she's already when you get up there, she's already on the way out, and she's walking with that purpose that says everybody better get out of my way, and because I know exactly what I'm doing. So she's like, come on, and she'll start moving.
I think she's also probably worried about her daughter too. So she's probably
Yeah. And at least for right now, within sight, there are no more enemies. So let's we'll have to end it, but before we do, let's see if she can manage to heal.
I think that feral next to me is technically still just shaking.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that
Yeah.
one.
I mean,
Okay.
you can assume Lobo finishes up the job.
Let's see.
Look at that.
Ezekiel.
A fair amount of dice or a high roll.
Yeah, so you were incapacitated, and it's rolling a shaken recovery. So you're not shaken, but you are incapacitated, so I don't know why they're doing that. Anyway.
Nah.
It's a peaceful dying.
Yeah, I'm embracing it.
You're seeing your life flash before your eyes.
Yeah, I'm like heading into some astral space. Hopefully a metaplane.
And
Nice.
she goes
Power
first.
up. Ding.
So it is hers, and she's going to keep moving. towards Ezekiel.
I was gonna try to nudge my character if she couldn't quite reach me. Just a little bit. You know, death throws, they'll move you.
I might have to train that skill just in case, because it seems like this system could allow for that kind of thing to happen pretty frequently.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about trying to pick up unarmed, but it's almost useless for that first level because it's essentially the same.
Right.
I wonder if there's an option on later level, like brackets of being able to skip, like if we're not a novice anymore, if we could
skip like prerequisite type stuff.
Yeah, like the first dice or something, but I think it's part of the charm.
Okay. All right, and then we have this. So she bends down and places her hands on Ezekiel, and she's not even attempting at this point to hide anything. Like normally when you go visit the doctor, she gets like herbs and poultices, blah, blah, blah. She's not even making an attempt on that right now. And you can see some flash of blue energy. And then Asher, you swear that when you're watching this, that you also see like the faint outline of like a little girl standing there above Ezekiel, but it's just for a second. But she's able to, like this energy starts flowing over Ezekiel's body, and you can actually watch his...
Wait, let me get my hand out.
Yeah. You watch his wounds stitch themselves together.
Nice.
And he stops bleeding. And then that'll bring us to...
Thanks, lady. Where's the doctor?
Asher.
All right, so yeah, I'm just... Well, I'll have Lobo go first. We'll see if he takes care of it. He'll attack that feral.
That's a hit. And that is enough to kill that one.
Okay.
So now there are no more enemies within sight. You can still hear screaming and gunshots everywhere, but the bleeding is stopped, and the doctor's like, come on, we got to get to the Emporium. We got to get to the others.
So am I down to 2 wounds now?
Yeah.
All right. And I'm not shaken?
No, you're down to 1 wound.
Oh, okay.
And you're not shaken. And
Okay.
we'll say you start to come to, just as you all make it into the salvage emporium. And that's where we'll end it for today.
All right.
Cool.
Thanks for playing.
No, thank you for Game Mastering, man.
That was close. You almost died.
It was. You got to break a few eggs. Make a campaign interesting.
Yeah, so the crippling injury, that stays, though.
Yeah.
This has been a Deathwatch production. Thank you for listening.